Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday Everyday Witch. Friday already. Gosh, I know I was saying this yesterday. On Thursday, it had gone so quickly, but honestly, I guess time flies when you're having a nice time, and I must admit, I have had an amazing week. I hope you have. And then we're sort of approaching the 14th, we're approaching this Mercury Retrograde, so that's next. Yeah, Mercury Retrograde, as some of you will know from my readings, that I have actually spoken about this quite a bit. There's some articles on my website as well. Details and the links are below, so you can have a look at the dates for the year for the Mercury Retrograde and find out a little bit more about it if you're not too familiar with it at the moment. So yeah, that's going to start affecting us all from the 14th, from next week. So there's going to be quite a lot of energy. Plus we have the full moon coming up as well. I think it's the 16th, around the 16th. So that's going to mean lots of things coming to completion, I guess. If it's an idea, it will be an idea brimming to be born, to be put into reality. And if it's communication, it will mean, oh, my phone's going off there, sorry. If it's communication, it will be, she says as she receives a text message, it will be around that time that those conclusions will probably come to a head. Yes, okay, so we have two Archangel cards today that jumped out. We have Eternal Love. So help me perceive all of the love that surrounds me so that I can feel safe receiving, expressing and giving love. So on this lovely Friday, we first have Eternal Love. So listen to this reading. Who does that make you think of? What's the first person you think of when I tell you about Eternal Love? We actually have Take the Time to Make the Decision Archangel Michael card that we had yesterday. And I gave this a full shuffle. So perhaps when I was talking about that full moon in Cancer next week, perhaps something that's coming to a head is you're coming to a conclusion about some sort of decision you need to make. And quite possibly this could be linked to love, having that you've got the Eternal Love card next to it. This could be a decision at work. This could just be an internal decision to let certain things go and release them. Yeah, this could be about releasing and surrendering. Oh, I nearly forgot. Let's pull you an empowerment card for the day first of all, seeing as we're doing that on the dailies. Okay, so it says take the risk or lose the chance. So making decisions, taking risks. It feels like it's going to be one of those weekends, guys. You're going to be lots of things going on for you, lots of potential crossroads maybe. It does feel like that. It feels like it's the time of the year where it's really quiet, isn't it, in January, and then all of a sudden something gives and then everything comes underway and the year just goes, and then before you know it, it's like March, April. Okay, so let's take some of these that have jumped. So the first card we have the 10 of Athens, the 10 of Swords. So this feels like some sort of drama around you on this Friday. Some feeling that on the normal deck, obviously this is the 10 of Swords, and this idea of somebody being stabbed in the back. So perhaps somebody has shown some element of betrayal to you. And because we have Eternal Love, maybe this is within your relationship. You're not feeling that stable at the moment. You feel like somebody's just not acting in the correct way that they should towards you. But it feels like you're feeling quite dramatic about it yourself. Okay, next to the Ten of Swords, we have the Oak King in the Green Witch deck. So this Oak King is the Hanged Man in the normal Rider-Waite. So because of this disharmony, whatever this is that you've been feeling disharmonious about, or something that's been troubling your mindset or your thoughts, is something been giving you sleepless nights? Has something been playing over and over and over in your head? And it's hard for you to shake it. This Oak King next to it is asking you maybe to inject some positivity into something. Have you been thinking negative thoughts around a scenario, a situation? Perhaps it's to do with your job. Perhaps it's to do with the people you work with. Do you feel like people are being very honest, very straight? There's this energy of you needing to just chill out a little bit though. Oh wow, and then we've got the Four of Things, the Four of Swords, and this is about taking rest. But because it's also a sword card, it feels like they're asking you to take a rest from your own thoughts. Is your head been whirling around and around and around? Do you think sometimes this can be this idea that somebody's being dishonest with you and you're trying to second guess what they've told you or what they've shared with you? Fours are very much about taking the time to build a foundation in a better way. And also the Four of Swords is the card after the Three of Swords. And in the normal deck with the Three of Swords, this is a heart it's been stabbed. So it feels like you're in pain in some way. Has somebody hurt your feelings this week, guys? Has somebody upset you? Are you thinking that maybe you just need to take some time out from someone or a situation or even a place? And, you know, just take some more time. These cards are, I mean, they are the Green Witch Tarot, but which is based in nature and all things almost outdoor, really. It feels like maybe you could do with taking some time out in nature. Are you planning to go away, go on any nice walks this weekend? If you're not, maybe that's an idea. Maybe you should. Okay. Then we have the Tower with the Eight of Wands. Again, we had the Eight of Wands yesterday. The Tower card, this is a card of Scorpio, because I don't know if I've spoken about the astrology. So basically, the Hanged Man energy, it's this energy of development for me. So you're definitely looking to move forward in some way. The Tower is the Scorpio energy, and it's this idea of, I've just spoken about the Tower actually in my article on the Chinese New Year. Have a look at the website, and it just talks about this idea that the Tower is, if you, it feels like this has already happened, but if you do not see the warning signs, it's like something can burn right down to the foundation, so that you need to build it back up. It's like something rocks your world, something changes dramatically. It's like the storm that kind of makes everything come crashing down, so that realizations can be made, and there's this element of moving forward in some way. So with this Ten of Swords and this Tower card, it's like this big disappointment. So what are you disappointed about? What have you been disappointed about? What I really want to say though, with the Hanged Man and this Tower position, is that sometimes those Tower moments, they're not anything to be scared of. Sometimes they're something to be almost excited about. I mean, I'm a Scorpio as a reader, and it's in my energy of Scorpionic energy, which is very transformational. So whenever I see the Tower, I think, oh wow, you know, yeah, this could be potentially difficult energies, but it's actually going to be something that's going to be really good for me, and it's going to progress in some way that's going to make really good decisions that are going to be in my best, highest position. So I'm going to come out of it maybe not thanking that energy at the time, but you know, after, in hindsight, I'm definitely going to look back and think, wow, that's why that happened, and that was a really positive thing that happened. I also want to just say to you with this Ten of Swords as well, be careful not to fall into victim mode, because it feels like you've got the Eight of Wands next to it, and that's like energy, communication, moving forward. And for the Tower and this idea of everything coming crashing down, and then to have this communication card next to it, it feels like there might be some important discussions, maybe today or maybe the weekend. Is there somebody you feel like you really want to speak to about something pretty big in your life? You have the Eternal Love card, so maybe it's somebody very, very close to you. Perhaps it's a family member, a partner, or somebody that you really need to have these big internal conversations with. And maybe that's why you've needed that sense of rest before you build yourself up to having this conversation. Maybe the Hanged Man was your internal dialogue while you were working out what your thoughts were before you had the conversation. Yeah, you have next to the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Chalices. This is the Eight of Cups. This is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You've also got quite a lot of fire energy in this, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as well. In fact, we've got a bit of everything because we've got your air signs in there as well, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, in this Four of Swords here and the Ten of Swords. That's that sword energy. So it feels like you're changing your mind about a few situations. You need to get something off your chest in terms of conversation, but it feels like you're walking away from something, or you're leaving a situation or something behind. It could be your mindset, actually. It could be that we started off with this very dramatic Ten of Swords card, and maybe your demeanor has been a little victim mode, like I spoke earlier, and a little bit over dramatic. Perhaps with a bit of perception, you're now looking at, you just need to see things from somebody else's point of view, maybe. Look at things differently. And you know, if it's something really important that is requiring this decision making, it feels like whatever the decision is, you have given it a lot of thought. This has not been a very quick process. This is something that you, have been thinking about for some time. And you know, there's these eights. Could be 8 months, could be 8 years, could be 8 weeks. But it feels like whatever this is, that discussion is going to happen. It's probably going to rip a few things down to the core. And it feels like you walking away. But when I say walking away, again, that's not a negative either. That can be you walking towards the light. In the normal deck, the person walks away on the seashore towards the sunlight, towards their sunlight. So I feel that actually the positive outcome of whatever the decision is, or whatever the drama is you've had around you recently, is you're understanding what's going to be really healthy for you. You've taken some time out to think clearly about something, and you've decided to walk towards the sunshine in order to make the decisions and find your happiness. So on that note, I would like to wish you all a beautiful weekend, and hope you enjoy the rest of your Friday, and I will catch you Monday. Take care.